Igodo in the building. Mr. Igodo in the building. Mr. Igodo, you're going to answer this question as a parent. I don't know if this sounds controversial. I don't know how people are going to take it. But again, this is your own personal opinion. And disclaimer out there, this is your personal opinion. Mr. Igodo, the question is, do teachers have your blessings and your permission to physically put their hands on your children? Do they have your permission in form of discipline, you know, to boss your children? If yes, please explain. If no, please also explain. Mr. Igodo, over to you. Do teachers have permission to flog your children?
Capital letters, no. N-O. Read my lips.
N-O, read your lips. You, this African father. Teacher.
N-O.
Okay, all right.
No. Nobody, teacher or whatever, has the right to put his or her hands on my child.
Okay. All right. Let's wait for your reasons.
My reasons?
Mm-hmm.
Well, number one. I don't know their mental states. Right?
Yes.
I don't know their spiritual states. So, no, they can't put their hands on top of my child, because I take those kind of things seriously. All right? If they have bad spirits, they can transfer bad spirits to my child. If their head no correct, they have problem mentally, okay, they can cause injury to my child. All right? So that's that. Number two, if it worked, if this basketball speaking up and down, if it worked, okay, our presidents and senators and governors and assembly members, House of Reps, and people all across all the leadership positions all over Nigeria and Africa, we will have seen it reflect in our society. So what this tells me is that basbossing Peking, it does not work. We need to approach it, give it a different approach. Okay? Now, number three, you will go and bass my Peking and cause injury to that child, and then you come and lie to me again and say, oh, I did not do it. You want to cover up. So one lie, one thing you have done will lead to others. That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay? It doesn't work. I won't let anybody put their hand on my child. It's not going to happen. Otherwise, that person will have me to contend with. I'm not going to sit down and watch you cause injury to my child and I keep quiet, and the next thing, one day, I hear that my child is gone. And the same way, I will not want you to, I'm not going to sit down and watch you do it to my child. If I hear it, you doing it to even another child that is not mine, so far as I hear it and I am within reach to you, I will respond to you. You will hear from me too. Because it is wrong. It's a foundation. When we begin to do this to our children, that's where they begin to learn how to lie. And every other thing that we call criminality in society is built on that. We need to change the approach. These things, because you see me, okay, I am a parent. I have 5 boys. Five. My first son is already 21. So don't tell me, oh, yeah, you are not a parent. When you become a parent, you will know what we go through, this and that. No, that's not the point. That is not the point. The point is what people call discipline. right, is especially from where we come from, okay, they get it all wrong. Instead of discipline adding value to the life of a child, is creating problem because of the approach. We are doing things that are wrong. We are harming the child, our children, all in the name of discipline. That's not discipline. It's not. Most of the time, that thing is transferred aggression. You are aggrieved about something else, but then you find an opportunity on a child and begin to unleash your whatever it is that's annoying you. You begin to unleash it on that child. And you call that discipline. And at the end of the day, you harm the child. Okay? So don't tell me that. My children, I've had peace with them. I'm not going to tell you, look, raising children is not an easy thing. I will tell you that it is not easy, but you have to have the patience. You have to have the right approach. Okay? Yeah, I interact with my children. None of them is afraid to come up to me to tell me something, right? No matter how it may hurt, yeah, we will have a conversation about it. We'll have a conversation about it, and it's not always it's not always my way. Sometimes too, I have to like yield to them. Sometimes I have to yield to them if they give me authentic reason, or they're able to justify what they are saying, and I reason with them. I'm like, okay, I'll let it slide. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about me. It's also about them.
That's right.
Because at some point in their lives, they are going to have to disconnect from you. Not like total disconnection, but they will have to like move to their own place and be a self-made man or human being. Live by themselves and have their own families and all that. So God will help us. I am going to have, I'll discuss with my wife so that we can have a proper, like video where I begin to make people understand the meaning of all these things, all these words we are using. Discipline, training, what's the other one?
Spare the rod and spoil the child, and they think it's just buzz.
People don't understand all
these
things. They don't understand all these things. But I'm waiting. Yeah, I think we are going to have to do something to explain to people what these things mean. Throw more light into it when we get into the other video. Right, baby?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Igodo. So yeah, buzzing the child is not the first, should not be your first. That is what you're saying. Yeah. Should not be your first.
It should not even be approach. There. No, it should not be there. It should not be there.
Yeah, I had to learn a lot because I see you get things done with these kids, and you don't use buzzwords. So look at I had to humble myself to learn how to deal with them, and it still boils down to you know, knowing that the person no matter how small or big, that is a human being you're also dealing with.
Right.
And that human being also has a mind.
Right.
So you cannot you don't even know what he or she is going through at the time.
Right.
You are here buzzing a child for coming late. You have no idea what that child has to deal with at home on his way home. You don't even know if the child ate, you bring them.
Whether the child even has lunch to eat.
You don't know.
You don't have an idea.
You don't know if the child trekked from home to school.
Yeah.
You're buzzing a child for not answering a question correctly.
Yeah.
You have no idea if he even saw light, if there was even light for him or her to study. But we always, and it's good that we are saying this because we went through the same system. Okay? You told me a story of how you had to just shut down. You were exposed because you answered the question and you did not answer it correctly. And the teacher took it hot on you.
Yeah.
And since then you shut down about, you know, opening your mouth to this thing, you know, until you left.
Yeah. Even up until adulthood.
Yeah.
You know, it took me time after I became a full-fledged adult. You know, independent person to begin to
open up and interact with people.
But that thing is something that's kind of, you know, affected my life in a way.
Your self-esteem and
you know. So these things are not good. They're not.
We'll be extensive about.
You know, when you have see, when you are in authority. When you are in authority or in command or in control of a situation, you don't need to use weapons. You do not.
You give your command.
You just give your command. And things will be done. Things will be done. But, you know, using weapons.
But then,
using weapons means you are not in control. Yeah, but if you know you are in control, you don't use weapons.
And that depends on your interaction and your relationship with these people.
But that's what I'm saying. That's how you got into control.
Okay.
That's how you got into control. So they recognize you as an authority.
Yes. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's not by boza. No, that's not the point.
This we have to do a live on this, but thank you for answering giving us your own opinion, your own honest opinion. I had to learn, you know, your approach, and it's really worked. Your relationship with them, how you get them to get stuff done without, you know, all the tensions, you know. So it worked, and I admire you for it, and I'm sure, you know, parents will still want to hear from you. But thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
We love you, and there is nothing you can do about it.
That's right.
All right, see you, and we'll make a life out of this.
Yeah.
Bye.